Jack Mason, fighting out of Tsunami Gym and BKK Fighters. I fight at Cage Warriors 57. Yeah, this is the first time I ever fought in an arena. Back in the day, I always wanted to get onto Cage Rage and fight at Wembley. And I was fighting on Cage Rage Contender shows, and I got, I think, something like 5 wins on the trot, and they were like, right, we're going to get you on the big show. I was booked to fight at Wembley Arena, and then something happened with Cage Rage, and they moved the show to the Troxy for that very first event. So I never got to fight at Wembley, and I've always wanted to fight since. I've had so many fights now, and I've never get to fight in an arena, so I'm really looking forward to it. I don't think it's going to bring any more nerves. Everyone gets nervous for their fights. I think the arena is just going to add to the excitement. I'm really and truly looking forward to it. It's going to be a great experience for me. I've had 9 fights now on Cage Warriors, and even I think I've been fighting for them for like about 2 years now, and they've just gone from strength to strength. They're doing 2 shows a month almost, all around the world. Put shows on in Dubai, in Chechnya, in Dublin, in London, all over the world, and Liverpool. I think it's the biggest show they've done or done so far. I'm just privileged to be part of it and be one of the guys I first started watching, Paul Daly. Still one of my favourite fighters, of all time. He's the main event, so it's an honour to be on the same show. To become a bit of a cliche, and I've kind of mentioned it in a lot of my interviews now. But the thing is with Cage Warriors is that it's a blessing and a curse. Because of the matchmaking and because of the way Ian runs the fight cards, for a fighter it's the best thing. If you want to challenge yourself, it's the best thing, because he will put you in a fight that is 50-50. You go into the fight and you don't know 100% whether you're going to win. It's always going to be a tough fight. But this is the thing: if you're not willing to do that and push yourself and challenge yourself, then you're never going to get anywhere. And this is what I say to all the guys at BKK Fighters. All those guys push themselves, and they're always fighting tough fights, and the way they the way they perform, it shows that they're out there to fight the best guys out there, and that's what Ian Dean does. He puts on the best show for the fans, competitive fights. You never know who's going to win. You can never. It's always very tough to call who the winner's going to be, and that's what makes that's why I love MMA, and that's what Cage Warriors brings to the table. It's the best show out there, in my opinion. Fighting Royster was good. He was a last minute opponent. I've never been particularly lucky with opponents. I've had a lot of pullouts. But it is what it is, and that's the name of the game. But Roy was a tough guy. He had a really heavy right hand, and I knew how to be aware of that. And I think by the fact that I didn't get a finish, the game plan went pretty much perfectly, and my cardio felt fantastic. And my wrestling felt good, and I just would have liked to put him away, but other than that, it was good. But training with Daniel has been pretty good. He's a young guy. He's hungry. He's explosive. He's very talented. Got fantastic boxing, fantastic ground. Great wrestler as well. And training the next gen. It was an eye opener for me just to see what the facilities they've got there, which are amazing, the team spirit, the coaching staff. It's been very good, and it just makes me, appreciate, what they've got and what I've got here at BKK Fighters and at Tsunami Gym. But it's great to train with Danny. Previously, I know we fought before, but there's so many welterweights out there, and especially the Cage Warriors welterweight division that's stacked. So I don't see there's any reason why we'll ever, fight again, because there's so many other guys in the world to fight. We're both at, a very good level now. So yeah, it's good training part for me, and I think I'm a good training part for him as well. We started BKK 2.5 years ago now. and Arnold and Sean were like some of the the founding members, and they just come on from strength to strength. I think Sean's unbeaten in something like 12 fights. He had a good amateur career, went unbeaten there, and then into the pros. 6-0 now. Same with Arnold. I think Arnold had something like 5 or 6 amateur fights, went unbeaten there. 4-0 as a pro now. They're doing fantastic, and they deserve to be fighting on Cage Warriors, fighting on the best show in Europe. Best show outside UFC, and I just think they're going to be going from strength to strength, and they'll be in the rankings very soon. Coaching at BKK, it does put pressure on me a little bit, but a good kind of pressure. Like those guys, they're doing so well. They're learning from all of the mistakes I've made, because I've made a lot of mistakes in my career, and they're doing things right because they've seen what I've done right and what I've done wrong, and they can do those things. And those guys are my inspiration. Like I feel like I've come on as a fighter just because I've been coaching these guys, and to be honest, they get so good that I have to stay one step ahead. So I have to be learning new things and get better, so that I can coach them and I don't get beaten up by them, inspiring. So it's been good.